Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to our Z Roll, and we're really excited today. We are going to be talking about essential carry-on items. So for our essential items, we have 8 categories that we're going to break this up in. So those are technology, entertainment, snacks, clothes, products, red-eye, since we will be flying on a red-eye flight. There are different things we want to bring for that. Kids, and lastly, miscellaneous. So before we dive into these categories, we'll show you guys our bags that we're gonna take on the flight, and then we will start with the first category. So my backpack is my up one. I took this on our trip. We went to Disneyland and I forgot about it. So I'm so excited because I was thinking, I'm like, what backpack am I gonna bring? And I was looking through and I was like, yay, look what I found. I haven't used it since then. So very fitting because we are doing a Disney trip, but it's really nice because inside here it does have like a back pocket for like iPad or laptop, and then it's got some good front pockets for all those other good miscellaneous things that I will need. So this is what I am taking.
Boom. And mine is a classic Patagonia backpack. I love this backpack because it fits all of our camera and vlogging gear and all that kind of stuff. So the first category we're going to talk about is technology, and first on the list is our headphones. And we actually take 2 different kinds of headphones, especially for longer flights or even red-eye flights or international flights, that kind of thing. The first thing we take is our AirPods. Lacey has the AirPods. I have the AirPod Pro. These are just great. I mean, you can throw this in your pocket anywhere. I usually put these on when I'm like boarding, you know, or around the terminal, things like that. Just super slim profile.
Yeah.
We love these a lot.
Nice and compact, perfect for travel. But I do have to say, they hurt my ears for a long time to like watch movies and stuff. So that is why we bring 2 pairs.
Yes.
So these are what I'm gonna wear if we're gonna watch like a long movie or a long flight, and they're just super comfy on my ears. These ones after a while do bother me, so like the AirPods.
Yeah, and also with noise cancellation is really important as well for like takeoff and also when you're descending. I have a really big problem with my ears that they pop pretty easily, and so I like to have these guys on when I'm doing either taking off or descending. So and also for comfort as well with those long flights. Now all of our headphones are Bluetooth, they're all wireless, and so what happens if you are in a plane that actually has a TV in the seat or something like that, you're not able to really listen in because of that. So I'll recommend the AirFly. We'll bring this just in case, but basically what this is it connects into your seat or the TV, and you can actually connect 2 different devices, so we can actually listen to the same movie if we want to from the actual in-flight TV, which is great. I use this a lot for like international stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna really use it this trip, but always keep it in our carry-on bag.
So next is obviously our phones, and I think it's funny. I was thinking it's like everything you need in one. So obviously, you know, taking pictures, videos, watching movies, playing games, listening to music. Think about before boarding pass. I was just thinking though before, like when everything that's in one, like people used to have like their camera, their video camera, their, you know, all their games, and it's just like, so obviously we have our phones, but the juice may run out a lot, so something we do bring for that.
An external battery right here. This is great because it actually has a cord built inside of it, so we don't have to take an extra cord for the carry-on portion of that, even though we do. But we have this as well. Obviously a lot of planes nowadays have options to be able to plug in, but just in case, because honestly, like Lacey was saying, we use this for everything. So if we need to get an Uber or we need to figure out what gate, if it's changed or boarding pass, like there's so much that happens on this device and you just don't want it to die.
Right.
And also, since we are vloggers, we're going to be bringing our laptop and also an iPad. This is the thing. I've tried to just travel with my iPad, just iPad, and it never works. I always need my laptop. Pretty heavy user on the laptop with our video editing and all that kind of stuff. And then we have the iPad for movies and that kind of stuff, and that way we both have something to watch.
Right.
And obviously we need our like laptop chargers and the iPad and all the cords that go along with it. And so we found that these right here, they're called gear ties. They're pretty amazing because they actually, they're like a kind of like a rubber bandy kind of vibe, if you will, but it actually wraps around your cord really easily, and it actually can stay on the cord permanently, and so it's just really easy. It's always there to be able to wrap it around. And so we use these to make sure that everything is cable managed properly, because it's so frustrating. We're trying to reach for that cord and it's just like this
tangled mess.
It's like Christmas Vacation, you know. So we're really excited about this, and since we are vloggers, we're going to bring our camera, which is on a tripod right now, that's filming us, and that is the Sony a6400, and we're going to be bringing 2 different lenses. And so the one that's on right now is one of my favorite lenses. That's a 10 to 18 millimeter. It's a wide lens, which we love. And we're also bringing this guy right here, which is, I can't remember what it is. It is a 16 to 50 millimeter. And it's just nice to have like more of a kind of a lens that zooms in just a little bit.
All right, so moving on to the entertainment. So, you know, those long flights, you do need to entertain yourselves and kids, which we will get to. That's a whole nother category. But for our entertainment, the things we like to do, I'm going to start off with is we like to bring some kind of reading material. Sometimes it usually ends up we just like watching movies, but we always like to bring something.
We try.
So we try. We're just not huge readers, you guys. But we do have some pretty cool Disney reading materials. So
it'll probably happen.
So I do like magazines and stuff like that. So one of our friends, Jen, gave us these.
Shout out to Jen.
Thank you, Jen. So we've got some good reading material. So this is a dream guide to Walt Disney World. Really good tips and tricks. And then this is the 2020 Walt Disney Official Vacation Guide. So we thought these would be fun. So we do have
we started
some
reading them
material
now, and we're going to just, you know, probably finish it off on the plane.
Yeah, and it'll just kind of add to the excitement of heading to Disney World.
I know we talked about iPad earlier, but we are bringing our iPad, and we're going to be downloading movies from like Netflix and Disney Plus, and then also some movies that we own digitally as well that we'll have on there. And so we'll have that with our phones and also our iPad. And I always like to bring like a notebook as well. And so if you guys don't know, this is my favorite kind of notebook. It's by Word. We'll put all the links we can down below if you guys want to check this stuff out. But I love to be able to, if I have an idea, if it's like a video idea, or if it's just like, I don't know, just something, just journal or something like that. I love to have something on the plane to do that, because they seem like I always journal on a plane. I don't know what it is, but that's kind of what happens.
And while he is journaling, I like to color. So those are our other 2 things.
It's our stress reliever, I guess.
I've got a few like Disney color books, and then I picked up these. They're really nice markers, but they have like kind of like a paintbrushy tip. They're my favorite. So I'm excited to color.
The next category is snacks. As far as snacks goes, we like to have snacks that are going to kind of fill your body, kind of get through the travel day, so like protein bars, energy, that kind of stuff. Nothing that kind of weighs us down too much, except the McDonald's we have when we do travel, because that is a tradition.
We got to get those breakfast burritos.
Gotta get them breakfast burritos. Other than that, we get pretty clean. Also, I like to always have a 5-hour energy. Now, I know, you know, this stuff isn't like this healthy, but and sometimes I don't drink it, but it's just in my bag just in case, because I have times where I was super like groggy, and just especially with like international travel, and I just need to wake up to be able to get like the Uber or the transportation correctly and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that I'm on point. And so I keep this just for emergencies as well. The next category is clothes. So we like to have like some comfy clothes when we're traveling, but we also like to have some extra clothes to change into when we get to our destination. So this kind of changes depending on where we're going. In this case, we're going to Florida, and so when we leave Idaho, we're going to be probably more of in like sweats and sweatshirt, that kind of stuff. But when we get to Florida, we're going to have stuff in our bag like a windbreaker, and we're also going to have shorts to change into, things like that. And also we always like to have a fresh shirt and also underwear, because especially when we're doing like a red-eye flight, there's nothing like being able to change into some fresh underwear. And I'm getting into some TMI, but it's true, we all know it, we're human beings here. And also like a fresh t-shirt, nothing like that. It feels so good. It will turn your day around, the fresh tee. And also when we travel with sliders, like sandals that we kind of slide into, and then socks, especially with this red eye. We're not going to be carrying shoes or anything like that. Simply sliders and socks.
Moving on to the next category is just products. You just need those travel size products. So just to go through some of them, I just keep tissues. You never know when you're gonna need them, but you'll need them. Hand sanitizer. I love the spray kind. especially just when I'm like, everybody put your hands out, and with the squirty kind, I feel like the boys always like drop it or they like splash it in their eye.
Look at this. Yeah. Or yeah, it gets in their eye.
Yeah. So I'm just like
Classic
go with that. So, and then wet ones, if you guys watched when we went to Target to get Disney stuff, we got these. So these are great when you travel. I also like to bring this Downy wrinkle releaser, so it's nice because it's just like a fabric refreshener, like on your clothes if they get all wrinkly and stuff. So I like to bring that as well. And then I have a little bag, and which is nice because everything I showed you guys, everything's really compact and small travel size, so it can just fit in here. And also I'm going to use this for masks. So I've got like the boys' mask and mine, so I've got extra ones in here as well.
And lastly, we have chapstick. We love the Burt's Bees. And then I love Face Buff by Jack Black. And guys, after a red eye or international flight or whatever, going in the laboratory and just putting this in my face, it just wakes me up immediately and just feels super refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
The next category is red eye. So some of you guys know that we are going to Walt Disney World in a little over a week, and we're taking that red eye, which we're really excited about, but we also know that we still need to sleep, so we're ready for the next day. So we got these sleep, like I call them sleep gummies, but we got these guys right here just to kind of get us kind of relaxed.
They have melatonin in them, and then we've got some for the kids as well. So we'll just take our gummies on that flight or right before it. And then as far as the sleeping goes, I got a new neck pillow. It fits in this little bag, which is really cool. And then it comes out like this. So I have really bad neck problems, so I am hoping that I can sleep good with this guy.
Yeah, Lacey's already tested it out at home.
Yeah.
And it seems to be, and again, her neck gets out pretty fast, so we have to be really careful on what we get. This is reviewed really well on Amazon, so we're excited to test this guy out.
Yes, it's really, really squishy, and I love that it rolls up into a little bag, so that is awesome. And then I'm also bringing just a little sleep mask, so, block out those lights in the plane, and yeah, I'll be all set.
I personally can't do face masks because I feel claustrophobic, and I don't know what it is.
You're gonna be wearing a face mask, and then I'll be wearing this. You won't see anything of my face. I just realized that.
Hey, whatever gets you to sleep.
Lacey?
She's under all of that.
All of my masks.
And lastly, toothbrush and toothpaste. We don't always put this in our carry-on. It just depends on the flight. Mm-hmm. International, yes, but this for sure, because again, once we land or before we land in the laboratory, we're gonna brush our teeth and just get ready because, I mean, seriously.
It's a new day. You're ready to start the day.
You're ready to start the day.
So we're gonna talk about the kids category now. A lot of the things you guys have seen, we have for the kids as well, but we are waiting to do their section. So these are their backpacks. So my aunt actually got these for them for Christmas. So they're so cute. They're personalized. So that's Landon, and then you can see Tuck's name on there. They're little Paw Patrol. But these are super nice with how many compartments they have, and they buckle in the back right here, which is really nice. And they're really comfortable for them to wear because they are gonna be responsible for their backpacks as much as they can be. So inside their backpacks, I'm packing them both a stuffy. So this is their little buddy. So Landon chose to bring Curious George, which he has brought on every trip. He came to Maui, he came to Disney World, he was with Landon through the hospital in our Disney cruise. So he's been through a lot with him. And I think that's why he wanted to bring him, because I'm like, he loves Spider-Man, and he has a Spider-Man little stuffy, and he still chose George. So. Yeah. And then Tucker is bringing his Baby Yoda.
Because Tucker looks like Baby Yoda, so
come on,
it makes sense.
But the really cool thing about these, and we will link below our video we did on traveling with kids and just tips we have for that. But it's just really nice because we talked to them about having their little friend with them on the plane, and helping them have their manners on there, and so it's kind of like their little buddy, and it's really fun. It worked really well with Landon before. And next, they have their headphones as well. So these are Landon's BB-8 ones. Tuck's got Paw Patrol, so they've got those, and their devices, their little iPads, and the Amazon Fire. So they'll have those for their movies. And we're also gonna pack them a blanket, especially with the red eye, and they're gonna be sleeping. So they have just their own blanket from home. I try to find ones that aren't too big, but not too small, so they're pretty compact that will go in there. So they they have their blankets to sleep with. And then as far as the entertainment section goes, I really like these kind of things for coloring. So we've used these in the past, but it's just water inside of these. And so you're not dealing with a mess of like bringing a million markers or crayons. It's just one thing, and it's you just fill this little tube up with water, and it's really fun because like they have a few of these different books, and then the design shows up that's on there with the water, and they love them. So, and then eventually it'll dry out and you can do it again and again. So it's just really nice because when you're on a plane, I brought crayons one time and Landon dumped them everywhere.
Never again.
Yeah, so I stuck with
Never
these.
again.
And next, snacks. Just as much as we need snacks to get us through, they need them double. So I did these little tackle boxes, and you'll see a little clip from when we used them last time we went to Maui, and they worked really great. So it gave them a variety of things to choose from. So I usually put like little fruit snacks in there, granola bar. It's really nice because it's got the little dividers in there, so it won't move around when you shut the lid. And it worked really well, and they liked them.
They loved them.
Throughout the whole day, they were opening them and getting a different one, so it worked really well. And lastly, we're not going to show you guys this one just in case our kids watch this, or it's playing in the background in our house somewhere and they see it and it ruins the surprise. But we like to get them just a surprise toy or a new book or something they've never played with before or something they've never read before. So it's new, and you know, kids, when there's something new and exciting, it'll keep their attention for a while. So we like to do that, and so we bought that, and you guys will see it later in the vlogs on what that is.
And we bought them the same exact thing, so there's no jealousy or I want that. It's the same thing. Which I don't know why we don't do that more often.
I know, we're getting to the point where
we're like, no, you both get the same thing.
Yeah.
So sit down, you're gonna like it. Okay, now for our last category is the miscellaneous. First thing is gum. Like I said before, I have sensitive ears with takeoff and landing, and so I like to put gum in there, chew, and it kind of helps with that process. Also, we always travel with our passports, even if we don't really need to. We always have our passports.
You just never know.
Never know.
It's 2021.
2021. We also print our passport as well. Take a copy of our passport. That way, if we lose this, and we're especially international kind of stuff, we always have that separate from where our passport lives. We have this little tablets, which I like. Lacey's just like, doesn't really care, but I've used them.
Like, have you really though?
I've used them internationally. I've used them. So there's these little tablets right here, and you literally just add water, and it morphs into this big towel, this towelette, and it's great. You just never know, like when you need a towel, you know what I mean? And so they're just super small. Seriously, we have a spot in our house where we just keep all this stuff, and when we're ready to travel, we just throw it in our bag. And this always goes with us.
Where did you even find
And Lacey, I found it at AAA, the AAA store.
Oh, did you?
I love looking at travel stuff. And Lacey always makes fun of me, but one day we're going to use it, and she's going to be like, thank God you brought
Well, I'm going to bring
these little pods.
Baby wipes. I feel like that's kind of the same.
This is better just because of the add water effect. You just feel powerful for that moment. You know, you just have that towel and you just whip it out and you're just like, hey, what's up? And the boys are going to be like, oh my gosh, what? Like, they're going to think I'm like...
They're going to think that's cool.
Yeah, for sure. And we always take a water bottle for traveling. You guys know me, I like to buy these smart water bottles when I'm in the terminal. But I do keep this just in case if I lose that smart water bottle. But dehydration is a thing when you are traveling. And so I like to have the smart water for just those extra electrolytes. And also we take emergency packs because traveling, and we just need to have that extra vitamin C in there. And lastly, I think I mentioned this before in the clothing, but we always have a windbreaker as well because we just don't really know what the environment is going to be when we get out from the airport.
All right, those are our 8 essential carry-on categories and things within them. There are some other things that we didn't show. We didn't mention, like obviously we'll have our IDs and our wallets and cards and cash and stuff like that. But if there's anything else that you guys think we missed, please comment below. Let us know. We've got time to pack it as we are in the packing season right now. So
what's funny is it seems like it's a lot of stuff. I mean, with kids and everything it is, but really it all goes in one bag, each bag, and so it really isn't a lot of stuff. Like, It seems like a lot, but it's everything we actually do use. It's not things that we just have just because, but we use every single piece.
There's a purpose
It's
for it.
purpose. And that's the thing about traveling, is making sure that there's a purpose, and that way you're traveling light. Because with kids, we're also having a stroller and everything else, and I'm only taking one bag because I need to have my arms free to be able to help the boys.
Right.
And Lacey, you're taking your backpack and a carry-on as well.
Yes.
And so between all of us, we're gonna be good. But you also want to be prepared, but also you're gonna use it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And again, comment below if you think of anything else that we missed, or just any other fun ideas you guys have for travel day, like Justin's little towelettes. Maybe you have some kind of special thing that you love that is not very well known but is really cool. We'd love to know. But make sure and subscribe and hit that bell so you guys know when our next videos come out, because we do have some really fun upcoming videos getting closer to takeoff.
Like packing and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Too. So we're in the packing mood.
I know.
In this house right now.
There's packing going on all over.
All over the place.
A lot of bags.
Anyways, guys, you have a fantastic week, and we'll see you here real soon.
Bye.
Love you guys.